Welcome back to Trust Your Oats. I'm your host, Dale Tenhulzen. In our last episode, we followed a truckload of pure oats from the farm to the front gate of our mill. We saw how it was sampled, tested, and verified before it was ever allowed inside. That truckload represents the culmination of a year's worth of work in the field, a promise kept through every step of the journey so far. But now, the journey changes. The oats are leaving the open air of the farm and entering the most controlled environment in the entire purity protocol, the mill. This isn't just a building, it's a fortress of purity, a place designed from the ground up for one purpose and one purpose only, to turn pure, gluten-free oats into the food you can trust. Today, we're opening the doors and stepping inside. This is episode 6, Trust the Mill. What does it mean for a mill to be dedicated? It's a term we use a lot, but the reality of it is profound. A dedicated gluten-free mill is a facility that has never and will never process wheat, barley, rye, or any other gluten-containing grain. It's not about sharing equipment and cleaning it well. It's about eliminating the risk entirely. At GF Harvest, we were the first dedicated gluten-free oat mill in North America. When we built our facility here in Wyoming, it was with this single purpose in mind. Every piece of equipment, every storage bin, every conveyor belt is used only for our gluten-free oats. Our employees don't walk from a wheat processing line to an oat processing line. There is no wheat processing line. This concept extends to the very air we breathe inside the mill. We use sophisticated air filtration and dust collection systems to ensure that there is no airborne cross-contamination. The facility is designed with a one-way flow, moving the product logically from raw grain receiving to cleaning, milling, and finally to packaging. There's no backtracking, no crisscrossing paths where a finished product could come into contact with a raw ingredient. This is a level of control that simply cannot be achieved in a shared facility. It's the difference between managing risk and eliminating it. Once the oats are inside, their transformation begins. Even though they've been grown under a purity protocol, they are still a raw agricultural product. Our job in the mill is to clean, stabilize, and shape them into the products you know and love. First, they go through another round of cleaning. We use aspirators, destoners, and high-tech color sorters to remove anything that isn't a perfect oat kernel. Next comes dehulling. An impact dehuller spins the oats at high speed, throwing them against a rubber ring. The impact cracks open the tough, inedible outer hull, which is then suctioned away. What's left is the pure, naked oat kernel, which we call a groat. This is where a critical step happens, kilning. The groats are gently roasted with heat and steam. This isn't just for flavor, though it does give them a wonderful nutty taste. The kilning process deactivates an enzyme called lipase, which would otherwise cause the healthy fats in the oats to go rancid. This is what makes our oats shelf-stable, naturally. From here, the path diverges depending on the final product. To make steel-cut oats, we take the whole groats and run them through steel blades that cut them into 2 or 3 smaller pieces. To make rolled oats, we steam the groats to soften them and then press them between large rollers. The thickness of the flake determines whether they become thick-cut, old-fashioned, or quick-cooking oats. And to make oat flour, we simply mill the groats into a fine powder. Every step is designed to preserve the integrity of the whole grain. We're not adding anything and we're not taking anything away, except the inedible hull. It's a simple mechanical process, but doing it in a completely gluten-free environment is what makes it special. The final steps are just as critical as the first. Once the oats are milled, they move to a dedicated packaging line. Again, this equipment only ever touches our gluten-free products. The bags are sealed, coated with a lot number for traceability, and prepared for storage. Our warehouse is an extension of the mill. It's a clean, controlled environment where only our finished packaged products are stored. There are no open bags of wheat flour on a nearby pallet. There is no dust from other grains in the air. It's the final stage of our closed-loop system. And even here, we are still testing. We perform batch testing throughout the milling and packaging process. We pull samples from each production run and test them for gluten one last time. This ensures that every single bag that leaves our facility meets our strict less than 10 parts per million standard. This system of redundant checks at the truck, during milling, and after packaging is how we build confidence. It's how we can say with certainty that the product in your hand is pure. From the design of the building to the training of our staff, from the airflow in the rooms to the label on the bag, everything is focused on one goal: protecting the purity of the oat. That is what it means to trust the mill. Thank you for taking this tour of our dedicated mill with me. It's a place I'm incredibly proud of because it represents the heart of our promise to you. But a promise isn't just about what you do, it's about how you prove it. How do you verify that all these steps are working? How do you know that the final product is truly as pure as we say it is? On our next episode, we're going to talk about the final layer of trust: verification. We'll demystify the world of gluten-free testing, explain what it means to be certified, and explore how we prove our purity batch after batch. We'll learn how to trust the batch. Join me next time as we continue our journey on Trust Your Oats.